What's going on, guys? It's Zero, and today we're going to be going over my accuracy training method Phase 2. Now, Phase 2 is very similar to Phase 1. The only real difference is that you run Stalker instead of Quick Draw, and the rules are just a little bit different. You're still not allowed to sprint around corners, but now what I want you guys to do is, instead of just going around a corner ready to hit fire and snap aim and then side in, I want you to go around corners already ADSing with Stalker. Another thing I want you to do is every time you get into a gunfight, do not stand still. Either hold your left thumbstick completely to the left or completely to the right, or even go back and forth with it. It doesn't matter. The important thing is not moving. Now, this is going to make this more difficult, so definitely don't get frustrated. You know, anytime you add a moving part to something like this, the difficulty increases. So it's going to be harder. You're going to end up killing yourself quite a few times for not getting your 3 kills before you reload. But keep at it, you will get better at it, and it'll definitely help. The reason that we're doing this with Stalker as well is that Stalker's a great perk to help you stay alive. You know, moving targets are much more difficult to hit than stationary targets. You know, especially if you're moving and the other person is moving, it's very difficult for them to stay on target on you. So Stalker definitely helps that. Now, the downside to that is your movement's also going to make it more difficult for you to stay on target. So that's why, instead of just saying use Stalker to help your gameplay, I made this a part of the accuracy training method. You know, I've run Stalker quite a bit lately. I'm still doing this phase of the method myself. So I'm not completely through this yet. I'm not 100% comfortable with Stalker. And there are some classes that I have Stalker on as an initial perk, and then Quick Draws in the Specialist. And I go back and forth between taking Stalker out for Quick Draw and, you know, swapping them out from main perk to Specialist perk. I change my mind about that all the time. Because while Stalker does help keep you stay alive, until you really get used to it, it really screws your accuracy up. But, you know, part of having good games in this game is, you know, staying alive. And Stalker definitely will help you stay alive. Now, Phase 1 accuracy, I think that would probably take you about a week, you know, maybe a couple weeks, depending upon how much you practice, before you really feel comfortable enough to go to Phase 2. And, you know, if you go slower than that, then by all means, you know, wait. You know, don't rush into Phase 2 and Phase 3. Get Phase 1 down. If you move ahead in phases, the only person you're cheating is yourself. So you're not, you know, it's not going to help you. So you're the only one that is hurting. If it takes you 2 months to get through, you know, Phase 1 until you're comfortable enough to Phase 2, then you'll be a much better player doing that than if you just take a week in Phase 1 and then go, screw it, that's good enough, I'm going to go to Phase 2. You know, you're not going to be dropping a Chem Strike in every game, even against recruit bots. But if you're not doing really well and having really long streaks in Phase 2, or excuse me, in Phase 1, then it's not time to move on to Phase 2 yet. You know, you want to make sure you get that hip fire to snap aim down sight down before you do this. And after Phase 2 is done, then there will be Phase 3, which I'll explain probably in another video. Probably upload that in a few days to a week, something like that. So my personal experience with this so far is I started out with, you know, after a couple days I had over a 2 KD and a 21% accuracy, which, you know, wasn't really bad. You know, the PlayStation controller, to me at least, took a lot of getting used to versus the Xbox 360 controller. So, you know, I was happy with 21% at the start, but then I was just, you know, I was like, no, I can do better than that. My accuracy on the Xbox 360 is in the 23% point something. I think it's like 23.6, something similar to that. So I am now more accurate on the PlayStation 4 than I was on the Xbox 360, and that's all to this, you know, doing these phases of this training method. My accuracy currently is at like a 25.15, I believe. So, you know, I did hit my target goal of 25%. And, you know, I hit my goal of 25%, but I'm still not happy with that. You know, I'm happy I hit that goal, but that wasn't the final goal for me. That wasn't my end game. You know, so now I have set a new goal of 26%. You know, it's 30% is going to be a very difficult goal to reach for me, but I think that if I really dedicate myself to it, I can do it. But that is something that is, you know, way off in the future. That's not something I'm going to set as a goal right now. You know, whenever you have a big goal like that in mind, always set small incremental goals for yourself. That way you're seeing progression. And seeing progression, seeing progress keeps you motivated. So that's where I currently am. So just keep at it, guys. This phase will frustrate you at first when you first start doing it, without a doubt. But keep at it. You will see dividends in your online play. And once you start, once you feel comfortable enough with this, you can move on to phase 3. And the phase 3 video will probably be out in 4 or 5 days to a week, something like that. Well, guys, until next time, this is Zero saying, I'll catch you on the flip side.